Okay. Now we're live on the right thing. Okay. We got people in there now. Hey everybody. Okay. My bad. We had to get ourselves situated. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna make you repeat that, but
I mean, I can. It's fine.
Okay. So what have you had it with? If you got a new one, you can have a new one.
I think, honestly, that's probably the only thing. I'd probably say I probably had it with people and their response to what are your red flags questions. I don't think people talk deep enough or look deep enough. And I think most people red flags are just common humanisms that you're going to see at some point in your relationship, no matter what it is. I mean, people lie, people, not necessarily people cheat, but people are dishonest about where they are. And some people have a viewpoint about safety and what is protection, and it leads them to make these type of mistakes. So,
but do you think that because in my experience, because you're speaking my language about for those who don't know, he was talking about this is soul.
Hey.
I had a whole introduction that nobody saw, but
okay.
But you were talking about how when people are giving you their zodiac sign, they are really giving you a lot of information about them. But
Absolutely.
then also, and again, I'm Virgo, and I think I am probably the Virgoist person I know. But also, you're talking about, being an overthinker and whatnot. And in my experience, when people hear my overthinking, when people hear the process that I go through to get to the destination of the thought, people be like, you need to get out your head. And that's when I roll my eyes. Like, if you only knew how much magic is happening in this head of mine.
Yeah.
Is that your experience as a out loud overthinker?
Absolutely. Like, everybody wants you to stop overthinking. And I say the real alternative or the perfect answer is, no, you should come inside my thinking. Be where I am. And like I explained, the best example I can give you, look at Dr. Strange in Endgame. Look at where he is and when he is. And as a result of him overthinking, a lot of people die. He's always missing from the scene. But the one time that they're able to accomplish the mission they set out for is the one time Dr. Strange shows up. And the idea is not to get an overthinker to stop overthinking, but it's to show up with everything they overthought about. That's what you want them to do.
J God 1123 said it's the way it's done. I'm assuming he's talking about overthinking.
Sure, it can be.
I mean, I do think that some of us take overthinking to an extreme. My best friend says I rabbit hole. When I rabbit hole and to no end, I think that's when overthinking betrays me.
That, just like the information about astrology, I mean, it feels like rabbit holing or exploring without, boundaries, but that's a good cue for the friend to come in and say, okay, friend, let me explore what you're thinking, because you're obviously not going to go as far as I am. So bring me back then. Give my thinking a purpose that you can use.
You use the word tether.
Yeah, tether. Help them tether the thinking.
That's exactly what McQuan does, because the second he hears me rabbit holing, he will try to focus my overthinking on a subject matter, on a topic. And usually we're talking about dating or dick. So
well, there you go. Whatever you overthink about.
There's that. Okay, teammate. Chris Pine said the zodiac sign thing, you got to know their sun, moon, and rising. And see, I don't even know what that means.
So your sun sign obviously is who you are. It's your ego. Your moon sign is your emotional expression, how you go through the world. Your rising sign represents pretty much like the way you show up to other people, like your representative. And then I will also say you need to know your fourth one, which is your descending sign, which shows you the character and traits that you look for in people when it comes to one-to-one relationships or in love. So I would say you need to know your top 4, not your top 3.
I might need to get some knowledge from you. Okay, I mean, what I've had it with is way less profound.
Okay.
Way less profound. And somebody said it months ago, but it's just resurfaced. I can't stand the people who pronounce the L in salmon.
Okay, well, shoot, because it took me a long time to get there. It was salmon for a long time because I thought it was right, but
I mean, for some it is. Everybody has their dialect, everyone has their accent, but the L in salmon just.
Hey, if you can forgive it and make it disappear from your mind, but for me, it was like the L is there. It's there for a reason, not just to separate the M and the other letters. So I'm gonna use it.
Okay. I mean, I'm here for it, and because you're cooler than me, I'll take it.
You said it, I did it. No, just kidding.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is our recurring segment where me and my guests give our top 5. If you agree, hold on. It's time for top 5. Hit it. This is our recurring segment where me and my guests give our top 5. If you agree, give this episode a thumbs up. If you disagree, let us know in the comments. And since you are a style icon, Soul, we are going to and I am a self-proclaimed gentleman. We're going to do top 5 gentleman accessories in the wardrobe or in life.
Nice.
I'll start. You ready?
Yep.
I will say my number one gentlemanly quality or gentleman accessory is a good scent.
Whew. Okay, so mine would be watches and bracelets. Both arms must be covered. That's top for me.
Both arms must be. Why?
I feel like the outfit isn't complete unless you have both arms covered.
Really?
Yep. You're not finished until both arms are covered.
Yeah, so I'm incomplete.
You're not finished yet.
Okay, but why is that so important? Why does it feel like it needs to be complete?
I'm a big advocate of balance and finishing the story. And I think when you have a timepiece for one thing for your left arm and a wrist, something on your wrist, so it could be a bangle, could be bracelet, I just think it completes your story. It shows me that you have full intentions of getting dressed and you thought about all the details of the process. It's what shows up as Virgo for me.
As Virgo for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm very Virgo in my getting dressed.
So I will tell you, I'm very Virgo in getting dressed for this show.
Okay.
Most of the shows I'm doing over there, and people can't see the bottom half of my body, but I'm wearing a full outfit. Like I've got on shoes and the whole nine, even though no one ever sees it. I've got on cologne and makeup and the whole nine, and people always wonder why I'm doing the most.
I feel like this could go even deeper because I was like, you don't think people can see it, but the way you show up on screen says you are fully dressed or you're not.
Yes, I mean I definitely sit up taller and I'm a lot more confident because I have done a show and like I used to do the show in my drawers and I used to when I was at my house I would be ass naked on the bottom half and looking back at the content I absolutely treated people differently. I interviewed them differently the whole nine. And now I'm in an office building, so I can't just be walking around with my dick swinging everywhere. Okay, number 3 gentlemanly accessory I'd say is a good smile.
Ooh, for me would be your hair done or a hat as a replacement. And I think those things are the same. Because
I don't got a haircut until Friday, and that is exactly why this hat is on my head now. Do you think, how much of that is residual from being black?
With me wanting a hat to be a prime thing, I don't think none at all.
Or your hair being done. Because I know that, black folk, a woman's hair is her crown and glory.
Right.
And And I just know I've heard the stories of, don't walk out the house with your hair looking a mess my whole life.
True. For me, it purely goes back to, again, finishing the story of the look. What was your intention when you come out? And as I say now, what was the outfit meant to do for you? Mm-hmm. And I think when you have a full idea, hat and hair is included, they serve the same purpose. So they have to be a part of the outfit and considered.
So I'll say that number 1 for me, gentlemanly accessory is a pleasing personality.
Oh, I don't know if I have like a number 1 that covers everything. Everything is starting to be like same line for me. I will say I'll go with yours. But I think your outfit will help you do that. Have a pleasing personality.
I agree. And to double tap there, I have pulled 10s, even though I consider myself an 8. Okay. Or I've secured brand deals far higher than you'd imagine we'd be able to as a growing podcast and YouTube channel because people like working with me.
Nice.
There is something about a man who creates safe spaces for others to be themselves that is unmatched. That was top 5. Yay! Okay, we're going to be talking Black queer culture with Soul Style all show. Soul Style, because I used to call you Cool Style.
Oh, I'm glad you quit.
And like in the comments, you explained to me that it was definitely absolute Soul Style. But we will be talking Black queer culture with Soul Style all show. If you've got a question for him or you want to add your 2 cents to the conversation, you go to livestream.dearblackgaymen.com to join me live on the show, and we will be right.
I press play. I'm moving forward in my life.
I press play. I'm choosing my path.
Owning each day. I press play because I got tested for HIV. Now I know my status.
I press play.
I did.
We all should get tested for HIV.
Am I going crazy? Did you ever plan on becoming my baby? Was it all I gave her? Am I going crazy? For the time you wasted, I should make you pay me. Regret the day you blamed me. Am I going crazy?
I've been in the gym so I could do two things. It's one, thirst trap on the internet, and look good for my man when I find one. And that's why I'm excited that support for Dear Black Gay Men comes from Twillery. Black men, whether you're in the gym, like me, or blessed with good genetics, like me, carry our weight in a couple key spots that can make suits and slacks hard to fit and uncomfortable to wear without either having to size up or break the bank in tailoring. But Twillery answers the fit problem with their performance fabrics. It's the right fit for the tailored look and just enough stretch for comfort and breathability. I'm wearing right now the solid performance polo that hugs my chest and arms while tapering just enough at the waist to show off the good parts. Twillery carries suiting, polos, button-ups, and everything to impress at the job or knock someone's socks off on a date. And you can shop for the perfect fit right now at Twillery.com, and we've got a special offer for the DBGM family. Take $18 off your first order by using code M300J. That's Twillery.com, and we thank them for supporting our channel. What up, though? Welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men Podcast. I am Jay the Gentleman. The DBGM family drives what we do here on Dear Black Gay Men Podcast. If you want to add your join the conversation or add your 2 cents or ask Sol a question, you can go to livestream.dearblackgaymen.com to join us. The best way to support what we do here on Dear Black Gay Men is, of course, to become a YouTube member. Members get access to exclusive conversations, the members only chat, behind the scenes content, and you can join me right here to chop it up on the show. A portion of your memberships will be donated to a nonprofit doing the work in queer culture to move us forward. Just hit the join button below this episode or send a super chat of any amount. For all the latest updates, follow me everywhere on socials at JAI the Gentleman on Instagram and Threads. That concludes our church announcements this week because we got Sol here. Yay! Please govern thyself accordingly. And we are in the middle of a exciting week of content, and next week is going to be even bigger. But as you know, on Wednesdays, we release new episodes of Dear Black Gay Men Love Lessons on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We go live right here on Dear Black Gay Men on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9 p.m. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a thing. Then our members only after show happens right after the podcast on Wednesdays. So subscribe and turn on the notifications so you never miss a thing. And we will be right back.
I press play. I'm moving forward in my life.
I press play. I'm choosing my path.
Owning each day. I press play because I got tested for HIV. Now I know my status.
I pressed play. I did.
I did.
We all should get tested for HIV.
What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman, and I host all the craziness that happens right here in the back room. As far as I know, we are the only queer-led podcast that has its own studio in Atlanta. We party in the back room. We have a Kiki in the back room.
Get that gooch licked on or something. Like, figure it out. Like,
We have a cocktail in the back room.
Oh, that's really good.
That's what she said. And we grow in the back room. Every time y'all are here, every time you're here, you say something that I'm just like, that really happens? If you're in the Atlanta area, you want to join us in the back room, visit dearblackgaymen.com/tickets to see what live shows and events we have coming up right here in the back room. Oh, hold on. My bad. And welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men Podcast. I am Jay the Gentleman, and my special guest tonight is çoulstyle on IG. Yay! You've been the style inspo for a while for me, but you've been known to gender bend a little bit in your sartorial decisions.
Ooh, nice words.
Do you consider yourself masculine?
I do, but I like to say I am an iteration of both masculine and feminine showing up at the same time all the time.
So we used to call that in between. I don't know how old you are, but back in the day when I first came out, I was on the apps. In between was the thing. Would you say you're in between?
Sure. I mean, I like to say I'm versed in every way. I think that works better for me.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
More information, right?
Yeah.
What do you know?
What the more you know.
Right.
That's what I should get that button in there. Do I have that button? Nope, I don't. There we go.
Surprise.
Surprise.
Not the
Okay.
question you asked, but the answer you got.
Okay. And so what do you does expressing as masculine even come up when you're like making style decisions? Like, do you want to feel like a man?
I always want to feel like a man, but I also, like I said, I always want to exist in the in between space because I feel like I'm both my mom and my dad, so I should be able to show up as both of them and whatever that looks like. That's who I am. I am both masculine and feminine.
Aaron Wood says he's got good energy too.
Oh, thank you. Thank
And
you so much.
then J Guy 1123 says soul style got style.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you do.
Thank you.
You do. How did you develop this? Like, I feel as if you like there's got to be a level of creativity and divinity that go into some of the decisions you make and how
For
how
sure.
they come together. When did you discover that?
I don't know if there's like a pinpoint of discovery, but it's like a constant like experience slash correction slash rethinking my experience type thing going on. Like, for example, when I was working in radio just a few years ago, I remember one of the personalities, he was saying, and they used to call me Crenshaw, my last name. He was like, Crenshaw, you got to know that at some point, like your style speaks before you do. And in this particular space, sometimes it is the reason why people don't do business with you or don't want to talk to you. So there was a correction of like, okay, as experimental as I want to be in my style, it also must be useful. And sometimes I have to learn when to, I guess, code switch style wise, because there are some things that I'm set to do and missions to accomplish, and my style has to accommodate that. I don't want it to ever get in my way.
When you're code switching, what are the codes that you're switching between? Is it being too expressive and not? Is it being too feminine leaning or not? Like, what are the codes you're switching?
Most of the time it is be conservative in this. Should I be conservative in space, or can I really be myself? But then there's also what is the mission I'm trying to accomplish, and then there's like how extreme can I be? Is this a heels moment, or should I just go in with flats?
But what does conservative even mean?
Conservative means it doesn't my style doesn't give you a decision to make negative towards me before I get to you. That's really what it means to me. So that means coming in, and I may, instead of doing a texture and print mix, I might just do something that's monocolored, or just no texture, just so I can come in easy and we can have conversation. So it depends on what the mission is I'm out to accomplish.
For you, does conservative feel boring?
I don't think it's boring. For me, conservative is aloof for me, only because I know it's not me. I've tried it. And so when I'm doing it, it's like I'm intentionally toning myself down for the mission. But it's something about what I'm wearing is going to give me away.
But what are they giving away though? That there's another version of, because the reason I ask is because I think that among a lot of gay men or queer people, queer men especially, is that conservative feels like the mask I got to put on in order to get ahead.
It is that.
So that I can hide who I actually am. And I'm always wondering who is the actually am underneath that. Is that the black guy? Is that the creative? Is that the gay guy? Is that a blend of all those things? What does that look like for you?
For me, the who am I is always the creative guy. Like that is always the person I'm having to tone down. And for me, toning it down at this particular space in my life is not a bad thing. It's a strategic thing. Like I said, my style of dress is meant to do something for me. And a lot of times it's supposed to signal that you can trust me with any style or creative conversation. That's what I'm really out to do. But there's some spaces I want to be in where I'm after the money, I'm after the conversation, I'm after the relationship. And that means tailoring my style so that my style doesn't get in the way of me getting what I want.
So, do you see that comment, Max? Mark Cooley, put that up. Mark Cooley says, soul has helped me to be more intentional about what I wear.
Sure, that's my buddy.
Do you ever, as a creator, now speaking about style and the intersections that it has with the other aspects of your life, do you think about the impact you're having? Like, is that a part of the conversation, or are you doing it for yourself?
I always think about it, particularly at this space. Like I said, when I worked in radio, I was pretty much front facing when it comes to people's clients. And then I had a experience of what it's like to someone has worked this deal out on the back end with money, and then I show up having to look like the brand I represent. And so there is a strategic thinking of like, okay, I'm wearing this today to get this mission accomplished, whether that is satisfying this client, drawing in this crowd, or providing a new opportunity for more money. I'm always having to think about, what is my outfit meant to do for me?
Do you think that enough of us are thinking about that?
Absolutely not. More of us are chasing after being myself and showing up as myself no matter what nobody thinks. And I think it's nice at a certain space in life, but I don't think it's it's a thing that you always need to be in, always trying to be comfortable showing yourself as yourself in every place, because not everybody can handle all of you. And I think strategically, you should gauge how much of someone can take so you can get what you really after.
Not everyone can handle all of you.
No one can handle all of everyone at any point.
Do you hear how big a deal that is?
I
you
know
hear
it. Yeah,
Because that really hit me. No one can handle all of you. The
At
reason
any
that
point.
the reason that hit me is not because of style, it's because of like my relationship. I'm realizing that I am a lot, which is not a bad thing. It's not an indictment,
Yeah.
but it is something that I have to be mindful of, because in the beginning stages of a relationship, he's beginning.
Yeah.
This is beginning. The
Yeah.
relationship is a baby. So no one, not even my relationship, can handle all of me.
And that's the beauty of having community, because not everyone is supposed to be everything to one person, but you have these people who fulfill these different parts of you. And like we was explaining, I guess, backstage, is I'm meeting myself in everyone I meet. And so someone I meet, we're going to have a great time and we're going to have intellectual conversations. There's going to be someone else in my life where the conversation will never be intellectual, but it still will be a good time in a different way. So I don't have to be my 100% self with everybody, because that's not for everybody. Different people are meant to take on different parts of you, as I am different parts of other people.
My mind is kind of getting like I'm following what you're saying.
Okay.
It's not confusing at all, but
Got
I'm
you.
like, damn, that's good. Okay. And so let's get back to style, because I could rabbit hole and double tap on like everything you just said.
We can tether it.
We tether it, because again, like I am out loud overthinking on these mics right here.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh, so then in the instance about style and style decisions,
Yep.
do you think that queer culture allows ourselves to explore enough?
I do, and I think personally, I think this is one of those things that should be tethered by being tried outside of our community, because I think we do get to explore. But one thing I found out, particularly when I came to Atlanta, is that a lot of gay people, particularly gay men, dress alike. And I'm wondering, one of the things that made it a thing for me was like, I think God particularly designed us gay people as the top tier creative people in the world. And when we get together, we seem very homogenous in a lot of our aesthetics. And I'm just like, I feel like something is off spiritually about that. Like, why don't we fully express ourselves amongst each other? Whereas we tend to do, I guess, what's expected. And it ends up showing up like every guy you see has like crop top baggy pants right now. Everybody's
Well, hold on, because
Hey,
I'm wearing very close to a crop top and baggy. I'm wearing a crop jacket if it's baggy pants. But I hear what you're saying.
if the shoe fits, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that has been a thing. It's just like when we get together, we start to look and dress alike when we are God's representatives of top tier creative work, but we don't necessarily show that amongst each other.
Okay, and so I wonder, like, how do you develop that experience, that experimentation? How do we create a space where we can experiment with sartorial decisions, with our expression, with a whole bunch of things? Because this is what I've learned or realized here recently, is that, especially because there's this proliferation of language, people are not just gay anymore. They're pansexual or queer or bisexual or all these different things. People are experimenting with their gender expression. People are experimenting with all these different aspects and components of their lives. And I just find it so interesting that so many of us as Black gay people, or whatever your words are, still limit ourselves to these kind of very narrow lanes that we fit in. Like you're expressing that through fashion, but I do think that we are still rather homogenous as a culture. Am I the drama?
No, I think you're right. And my I guess answer to that would be, I don't think enough of us really understand what our purpose in life is. A lot of us, like most men, tie our purpose to what we do for work or how we do creatively, instead of what is our place in people's lives. And I think when you say, okay, I want to be, if you're trans, you might say, I want to be the elegant version of a wealthy woman, and that is the trans iteration I want to show, then you will realize in certain spaces you need to be very strategic and very intentional about making sure you show up as pure elegance. And you might decide, okay, this is not the time to do that. I can be,
You want to be Banji.
I can be Banji and have an outfit plan that is just that, because you're showing up with purpose to know that the person I'm meant to speak to, interact with, is going to find me because I look like what they're looking for.
I will say that I don't know that I have I haven't even demonstrated that much intentionality around how I look. And I think the reason for that is a couple things. First, I've been working from home for 5 years.
Understandable.
And you know, 2 of those I was working for somebody else. So very much Zoom etiquette where I was, you know, the shit from the belly button up.
Hey.
And who knows what was on the bottom half of my body. And then the other thing is I work for myself. And I think a lot of my life is spent trying to put my stake in the ground and bucking against the machine as if I don't have to show up for anybody else. And what I'm hearing you say is we need to be intentional about showing up for ourselves.
Yeah.
And making sure that our outward expression is reflecting who we are and who we know ourselves to be on the inside.
Absolutely. Like, you never have to really say, okay, if you could speak to the 5-year-old you or the 27-year-old you, that 27-year-old exists in somebody. And I'm sure when you walk down the street, you have passed them by several times where they was like, oh, I know them from Instagram or TikTok. That's that 27-year-old you want to speak to. They are looking for a certain thing, and why not show up as the person they're looking for?
Do you feel like it's work? Like, especially because when I have the option of wearing sweats and a DBGM hat and a t-shirt or some gym clothes every day, and I make the decision to not, does it feel like work for you? Like it sounds to me.
At the beginning, yes, because it's me saying, okay, I got to choose something different. I will also say, caveat, my father's side of the family, all of them can dress, so it's there is some natural inclination to it, but it's still a choice that you have to decide. Okay, I'm just going to the mailbox. Yeah, I'm gonna still get dressed. I'm just going down. I'm just going to Kroger, but I'm gonna still get dressed.
What does your closet look like? You have a lot of clothes?
I don't think I have a lot of clothes, but it is what it is.
Like I was very excited to see like you show up in something that I have seen you wear before. Because a lot of people are like, you
gotta
know,
wear something new.
The repeat outfit vibe is, but the fact that you like are you and are the style inspo. Like I have a Pinterest board dedicated to you.
Wow. Okay.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay.
But then you also have like you show up in something that I've seen you in, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I love this outfit. I'll wear it again. This is the second time you're wearing this. I just didn't wear the cummerbund the first time, but yeah, I'll definitely repeat a look for sure.
That is dope. Okay, so I do want to play a game.
Let's do it.
All right, what time is it, Max? Oh, we got time. Let's keep talking. Okay. So now let's talk about the gay stuff.
Let's do it. So
we've discussed it, but are you dating?
I am looking to date. I'm not dating anyone at the moment.
Okay. Your man or person may be in the chat right now.
And I'm open to it. See, that's why I need to show up like I am. so they can find me.
What would you say your type is?
Whew. Does Soul have a type? Soul definitely has a type. Aesthetically, I would say my type is, generally I either go for the extreme, so really light skin or really dark skin.
Would you say that you are really light or really dark? Or are you in the middle?
In the
what
middle.
Do you feel like
I'm as caramel as they come.
Okay.
Light in the winter, dark in the summer.
Are you one of those that be like putting your hand next to people like,
no.
This is my summer color or this is my winter color?
No.
Okay, because I'd be like, because the person I'm dating I think he's light, but he would say he's very, very brown.
Maybe compared to you, he's probably light, but I don't know.
Of course, I'll show you a picture of him later, but go ahead.
That really is the aesthetic for me. I guess mentally, spiritually, I love an intellectual. For me, that looks like being able to take sarcasm from me and give it right back. Total turn on, totally what I want to have. And then somebody who has some type of spiritual acknowledgement or reverence. And I think we talked about it before, like my red flag for anyone I date or even be friends with is irreverence to any level of spirituality. Just a no for me.
Mark Cooley said he definitely has a type.
Yeah, right. Mark is the friend I was telling you about when I was talking about djembe, and he pointed out the fact that when it comes to, like, if somebody hits all my check boxes, I'm willing to bend my rules on. So that was Mark that kind of pointed that out.
Oh, hey, Mark. Yeah. Hey, Mark.
Mark is a good friend. Shout out to Leos in the world.
I don't know about shout out to Leos, but but I'm just kidding. I love a female Leo. Like my sister, my niece, female Leos run the world in my life.
Okay.
But I dated one, 2 thumbs way down.
Dang. Okay.
Now let me shed my judgment because I don't want to indict every single Leo on the planet to this one person's experience. But when I tell you that Leo, oh my God, it was torture.
Did he lie?
He was very. So this is what I've learned about Leo, and this applies to like I said, my niece and my sister. But because I there is no way I would ever be romantically attracted to them. I think I give a lot more grace for it. But one thing I know about Leo is the way a Leo sees the world is the way they believe everybody should see the world.
Okay. I don't think I have had that experience, but I guess I could see it. I always tell people, look at since we talk about the way they see the world, I would look at their moon and I'd be like, what's their moon sign? And then I want to know. Then I would kind of give that.
But what does a moon sign tell you about a person? Like if a sun sign is your ego, like I think you said it's your ego.
Yep. How you show up is your
How
ego.
you show up as is your ego. What does the moon sign tell you?
It's pretty much how you deal, how you show up in the world emotionally. So emotionally, I am a Scorpio. And so if you was talking about a Leo as Leo was his moon sign, then I would be looking like, oh, okay, maybe, there is some ego bend towards, oh, everybody should feel like me. And when they don't, my pride is, to be intact, or my pride is being attacked or something like that. So
I wouldn't say, now again, this is one experience with one person, which is why I need to really get over whatever Leo hate I got, because he's just one person on a planet. But I will say that the only difficulty we had, or the biggest difficulty we had, was, I would always say, is there a way you can process this particular set of circumstances where you're not in the middle of it? Like, can you see this from anybody else's perspective? Not even just mine, but can you see it from anybody's? And he was hard pressed to do that. He could not empathize enough to see any circumstance from any perspective that wasn't his. And he really did believe that the way he's looking at a set of inputs is the way everybody should see it.
Man. And this is one of the moments, like I'm an advocate of understanding astrology as best as you can. Not to say I know all the things, but then there's a part of me that says, okay, let's start looking at people's psychological welfare here and see what was going on with him. Forget the astrology conversation. Something else is happening, and we should look at that.
Yes, Marquis said, my best friend and one of my brothers are Leos. Best men I know. I've never dated one, though. Rolando says, I love Leos because fire sign gang. I think Rolando is a Sagittarius. Are you a Sagittarius, Rolando? My significant other now is a Sagittarius.
Oh, nice.
Not a Sagittarius. He is a Sagittarius. And totally different than a Leo, but I can see some of that fire sign energy coming out of him. Do you have any fire sign in your chart?
Well, I do have Leo. Leo is in my Lilith. We can, I guess, explain what a Lilith is, or what does it mean.
Clearly, I do not know. I just know I'm a Virgo. I know September Virgo is what I give.
So Leo, Lilith represents your shadow. Some people interpret it as, this is when the world looks at you and say something is wrong with you, they are talking about what's in your shadow work or what's in your Lilith. So that's what Lilith represents. For me, Leo is in my Lilith. So that's interpreted as, when it comes to talking about myself to other people, anxiety is feeling. Anxiety, not like I'm scared to do it, but it feels wrong to do. That's what it is for me. So,
Rolando says, OMG, that's my Twitter handle, Lilith.
Lilith. Lilith is, we can
Is
have
it
a
the freak Twitter? Like, is your freak Twitter, Rolando?
Uh-oh.
But, okay. Well, let's leave that there. I don't want to digress into the sex talk. But okay.
Lilith can be an interesting conversation. That can take us on off the, church and who was Lilith in the context of the Bible and Adam and Eve and all that. But anyway.
Okay, so let's get back to the dating topic.
Yes.
You said you are interested in dating. You are not dating anyone consistently now.
Yep.
You gave some descriptors of your type. Do you, aside from skin tone, do you have a physical type? Do you like tall or short?
Okay, that depends on the position they play. And I'll say, if they're...
What kind of position you talking about?
So if they're going to be a complete top, I prefer they be taller than me.
Okay.
If they're going to be a bottom for me, then I prefer they be shorter than me and smaller than me.
What if they're verse?
Oh, and that's what we want. That's what we need. We want somebody right in the middle.
That's the ding 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 ding.
Yes. I love me somebody that's willing to flip with me. Let's do it.
But do you have a height preference if they are flip flopping?
Not so much a height preference. I mean, I will say I prefer a certain thickness, and it's somebody that I can pick up and throw.
You want someone you can pick up and throw.
Yeah.
So you like them thin.
I mean, if that's how you see me is really thin. Sure, okay.
I mean, I'm thick. So people tell me. So
Right.
there's that. But you would prefer someone daintier than you.
Well, I mean, or about the same size. Now, I would say I do have fantasies of maybe topping like a bigger person. But in the moments that I have tried dating a bigger person, I realized like I think this was more. It was better as a fantasy. In real life, I don't think I like it.
Why? Speaking as a bigger person.
In my experience, I wasn't imagining a space where we're having sex and there's a lot of sweat involved. And there's a possible, at the end
Am
of
I a
sex, when it
sweater?
comes to sleeping, there was going to be snoring. But in all the
I
cases,
am a snorer.
It's a no for me, buddy. Like, I need to know I can get a good night's sleep afterwards.
I wonder if my boyfriend could. I wonder if he can sleep next to. He snores too, even though his snore is like pretty.
And I can, there
He
are
has
levels.
a very pretty snore.
Don't be over my rain sounds. That's it for me. I like rain when I sleep.
No.
Don't be louder than that.
Not that we are working on something, but I can't sleep with noise in the room. Like I can sleep with someone who snores because I'm always sleep first.
Whew.
I have no. Leave me alone for 5 minutes. You could leave me alone for 5 minutes on this show, live on the internet. I'd be asleep.
Sheesh. I wish I was like that, but my mind is always going. So the music helps me like give my thoughts a streamline to hang on to. Otherwise, I'll be thinking of how to destroy the world or how to make the world better while I'm trying to sleep.
Now I will tell you that I will wake up early in the morning doing that. Like it is not foreign to me to wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning with no alarm clock, staring at the ceiling in total darkness, and my mind is brainstorming
That's great.
how I can do something. And usually it is like the studio or the YouTube channel or something like that.
You're solving
Make
the
sure you
problems.
subscribe.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, and for me, that's very spiritual. But anyway, we don't have to go there. But it is a great time when, we'll go there. When people say it's a one time in time where so many people aren't pulling on the earth and earth energy, so you can actually think and actually process. All your creativity power is at its peak between like 3 and 4, which is considered fourth watch in Christianity. But anyway, there's that.
You're just a wealth of knowledge. A wealth of
Hardly.
spiritual knowledge.
Hardly.
I mean, you are.
I'll take it.
I'll tell you that you are. But I've never thought about why that time, that twilight hour for me is so important. But it really is 3 o'clock. I've been this morning.
Yeah.
I was awake at 3 o'clock, and what happened to my chat, Max?
Oh, the people went away.
Oh, whew, made me nervous. But okay. Aaron Wood says, I love rain sounds.
Absolutely.
Jay Guy says, being alive and being a man and gay is a metaphysical dilemma we haven't conquered yet. Got it. John C says, can't do snoring either. Again, snoring is not a problem for me because I guarantee I will be asleep first.
Yeah, I wouldn't be, and I'd be up. I've had the last guy I dated the guy before him who snored. The situation was bad enough to where he stayed with me, and I ended up just getting out my bed and sleeping on the couch so he could snore the night away. I didn't want to disturb him, but it was a part of the reason why we didn't work.
Sorry to this man.
Yeah, right.
Sorry to this man. Okay, and so what about a man do you like dream about? I'll tell you where I'm coming from. I'll tell you what mine is. The older I get, the more I need a man to have a good smell. And it doesn't have to be a cologne or fragrance, but I need a man to have a smell about him that just like peaks. Like I'd be firing on all cylinders. I could sniff my man's hair because I don't know what he puts in it. I don't know how he does it, but I could just bury my face in his head and just sniff. Same thing with like, people love like the smell of a newborn baby because they have a difference. Like smells are really big for me. Is there something like that that's big for you?
Smell is a thing. It's just not a big thing. But I will say I do like the scent of musk. And I say musk means the way you smell when you haven't done anything all day, including taking a shower. So not the gym smell, but I just been sitting at home chilling. I like that smell. But that's not the thing I would desire in a man, but it's something I do like.
J God 1123 says, I love a great musk oils on a handsome man. I will tell you, I try to smell good every time I sit in this chair, but it's something about your natural body chemistry. I think that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That does it for me. Like if I can't smell you, or if I don't like the smell of you.
Yeah.
Because I did date somebody who had like a cut in the grass smell, and I was like, it did something for me. Is there somebody, Max? Are you trying to tell me something?
Uh-oh.
Oh, you remember how to do it?
We got a new scene going on.
Oh, you can leave it then. As long as it doesn't turn black, I'm fine. Okay. All right. What time is it now? Oh, perfect. Now let's play a game. We're
Okay.
going to play a game called Sassy or Trashy. Hit it. Okay, this is how Sassy or Trashy works. I'm going to read a prompt, and you'll tell will tell me if you think it is sassy, meaning good, or trashy, meaning get somebody else to do it.
Got it.
Let me know in the comments, everybody, while you're playing, if you think these are sassy or trashy. Because this is our masculinity episode, we are going to be, all of these relate to masculinity as they express in dating situations or relationships. You with me?
I'm with you. Let's do it.
All right. The first one is wearing a suit on a first date. Sassy or trashy?
Depend on the day, but trashy.
Why you think that's trashy?
I think as a suit can be nice anytime, but I think it can be inappropriate when it's not the right time.
You don't think a first date is the right time?
If the place we're going or the thing we're doing doesn't call for a suit, no.
Really?
Yeah.
I totally thought you would have thought that was sassy.
Mm-mm.
What if that's just their normal get up, how they express? What if they wear suits every day? They're a tailor or something.
If I can find that out in conversation, sure, then that could be sassy. But otherwise, I think I'm looking at how do you evaluate the moment.
Okay. Rolando says it's trashy as well.
Thank you.
Marquis says depends on the day. I agree.
Mhm.
I think wearing a suit I do think that it needs to be situation appropriate.
Mhm.
But like if you're a finance bro and you only have Brooks Brothers suits, I wouldn't even go on a first date with you.
You said you wouldn't even go on a date.
No.
Why?
Because I just think there's a vibe about that atmosphere that I just can't get with.
Okay.
And then add like if we're going to a sports bar and you're in a suit, it feels very situation inappropriate.
Yeah. So how you evaluate the moment. That's why I said it could be It's most likely going to be trashy if the event doesn't call for that.
But also I think that suits while I do acknowledge that a suit can be a way to express oneself.
Yeah.
That can be a huge thing.
Yeah.
But I also think that I love seeing how a man puts other things together because being black is lit.
Yeah.
Being black is dope as hell.
Yeah.
And black people can express many things in many different ways. And I do think that suiting can be limiting. And that's coming from someone who is a tailor and can make a suit from scratch. So
Oh, nice.
don't be in my DMs asking me to make nothing because my sewing machine has been retired. But yes. Okay. Next one is traditional man-woman roles in a relationship. Sassy or trashy?
Dang. Trashy.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm in between on this one.
Okay. Why trashy since that's your initial reaction?
I say it's trashy because it doesn't apply to my love life. Yeah, it doesn't apply to my love life. I think it works for who it works for. So
Okay.
I think for people to uphold it, if like religion, if that's the safe place, if that's where they find solace in following those roles, please do.
Okay. Holla at your boy says, same Jay. I couldn't see myself with someone who is clean cut as far as suits on a daily basis. Oh, the last one. Okay. I would say traditional man-woman roles in a relationship, absolutely trashy. Absolutely trashy. For me.
Right.
Now, if that is your thing and you find somebody who matches that energy, that's cute for you. But for me, absolutely trashy because there are so many aspects of my life that are traditionally feminine or traditionally female. And then there are other aspects that are very, very butch.
Yeah.
Like if you need me to hang a TV, I'm your guy. But if you also need me to, kill a snake, absolutely not.
I would agree to that extent. Like there's some parts of me, again, I am both man and woman, masculine and feminine all the time.
That's so interesting because I think the world would say that you're very masculine.
Okay.
Or
I can go with that.
I like in my head, but you would not strike me as in between on your BGC profile.
Well,
Do you know what BGC is?
I would
Just
say
for clarity.
Back then, I was very much bottom. Like Noah from Noah's Ark was me. I was him. So I would definitely
Like bottom sexual position or bottom like expression?
a little bit of both. Like I had my eyebrows super arched. I don't think I was super feminine, but you would definitely pick me out from a crowd.
And I did not bottom at the time, but I was absolutely feminine back in the day. Like I was blue contacts, thin eyebrows, twink, tiny. Half of my closet was women's clothes.
Twink was so aspirational for me back then. Like I wanted to be I guess in the term, I wanted to be shaven all the time. I wanted to, at that time having a big butt was a big thing for me.
But you do like gym content. You don't seem hairy. I mean, on your face you got a beard, but
Yeah. I'm not that hairy.
Okay. So why was being shaven a thing?
I don't know. I think for me in my younger gay years, being taken care of was what I aspired to do. Having a man that was more masculine than me is what I wanted, and so showing up as feminine as I thought was necessary was that. So it was big butt, it was arch eyebrows, it was feminine behaviors. That's what it was.
Okay, J God 1123 asked the one question: how old are you now?
38.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They say good black don't crack. They say that.
Well, I thank you.
Rolando said 38. Rolando, are you 38 or you tell Soul's age?
You guessing my age?
Okay.
Or is he surprised that I'm 38?
He might be surprised. 30 for me this year. J God 1123 said, okay. I talk about how old I am. I'm very proud of being 40.
That's why not.
Okay. Double texting, sassy or trashy?
Sassy.
Sassy to me.
Yeah.
If you got something to say, get it out.
Absolutely.
Get it out.
The longer the better.
Oh my God, I love a long text message.
Yeah, for me too.
Like I love walls of text. I will say that is something new for me. Like when I was younger, mid 30s, early 30s, if you can't get it out in 10 words, don't send it to me.
Yeah.
Now because I've embraced overthinking, I want you to tell me what's on your mind. And a part of me does believe that when you are okay double texting or sending long text messages because you have something to say, it really does feel like a little affirmation of the fact that, I mean enough to you.
Absolutely.
To share these thoughts.
Absolutely. And I'm safe enough for you to do so.
Yeah, even if there's thoughts I don't like even if it's, this is where you fucked up and all.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I do not do the like a breakup to makeup situation. I can't do that no more because I did that in my younger years. But if you got something to get out, get it out. All of it out.
For me, it goes back to, like I would say, it's the next best realistic thing to just writing me a handwritten letter, because that is really what I would like for you to do, is to write me a letter, send it so I can see what your handwriting looks like, and just love on the fact that you took time to do something very physical.
So I will tell you this. This will be my cutesy little story. So on my desk, I have a jar of affirmations. And my boyfriend, for my birthday, he was out of town for my birthday because we started dating very close to my birthday. So we didn't have time to plan a thing. But he wrote 40 affirmations on little things. So every day I can pull out a new affirmation. It'll be like something like, you have a great smile, or you are wise, or you're doing an amazing job, like whatever it is.
Is words of affirmation one of your top love languages?
It is the absolute top love language. Nice. And so when he gave that to me, I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
It is sweet. It is sweet.
It was so. Now he told me that you're supposed to like throw them away, and I was like, hell no.
Well, why?
So like I will dig in the jar and like jumble it up. Yeah. So I'm not pulling out the same affirmation every day. I don't think I've gotten to all of them, but when I get, low.
It's so provisional to do that, especially for an overthinker. It's like, you thought about me to engage my mental space, so I get to see what you have said about me in this moment. I love that.
But on top of that, because he gave it to me so early in our dating situation, it felt as if it was also aspirational of either these are the things that he has seen in me already, or the things he sees for me in our future. And that's why I was like, I did shed a tear over that one. That was a good one.
I probably could let one go right now as well. I love the thought of like being able to think about someone in such a way where you actually doing something that's like, this addresses the need in their life, that being your love language. this is what I'm gonna do for this.
I'll
person.
tell you something about that during the commercial break.
Okay.
Because it was big. Let's double tap on that. But Rolando, his name is not Ryan, but I call him Ryan on the show. Rolando says, okay, Ryan, I see you. He does the gayest shit ever. And it's good. It's good. Okay.
Go Ryan.
Being emotional in dating situations, is that sassy or trashy?
For me, in the dating space, let's say date 1 or 2, it's pretty trashy. After that, after I've gotten to know you, I could see it as sassy.
Okay. I would say being emotional is always sassy for me.
Mm.
Aaron Wood says, what is his love language? I'm assuming he's talking about you. What is your love language?
My top love language is acts of service, and after that would be quality time. Well, really quality time, then acts of service.
Jay God says, I want to hang out with Soul.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you seem like it cool. I would hang out with you.
Depending on what you're wearing. No, just kidding.
See?
Just kidding.
Soul style.
Just
Okay.
kidding.
Acts of service. That's my default way of showing love.
Great.
I am the figure out what is on your to-do list and check some things off for you kind of lover.
Okay, for me, acts of service doesn't have to be towards me. Like if you, in my presence, you gave someone your phone because they need to make a phone call, or you decided to go the extra step and give someone your shirt in front of me. For me, I would light up with that. Like my favorite thing to rest to is watching people get massages or get their back crack or get their hair done. Like I really just like to be in the presence of someone else being served. Now, if you do it to me, that's great. But acts of service for me also includes you serving other people.
That also works for me because that's how I am with my family. Like I am the call. Now they know don't call me in the middle of the night because I be asleep, and they know don't call me first because I am horrible with phone etiquette. But I love getting the random. Can you pick up my niece from school, or I need you to come over here to screw in this light bulb. My mother will call me like, can you change that filter? I just love being activating for my family.
I can relate to that for sure.
Rolando says, Jade, where did you find this man? TikTok. That's exactly where I found you. TikTok. Okay. You said being emotional too soon is trashy. What about being logical in a dating situation? Sassy or trashy?
Well, definitely sassy for sure.
Okay. I would totally think that you'd be the opposite of that. That's seeing a man's emotions would be sassy for you, and seeing their head work would be more on the trashy side. But it's very interesting that it's the opposite.
And let me explain myself. You might call this a red flag, and I'll happily accept that. For me, there's a space that I can exist in that looks a lot like your therapist, your coach. For you to show up emotionally for me would send me to that space really fast. And I will admit, I'm not in the space where I can, all the time, every time, not go there. So I would rather not have to go there with someone who's like displaying all this emotion, because in my mind, I'm still going to be thinking fix it. And my fix it is going to be, oh, well, where did that come from? Well, help me understand these emotions you're feeling at the moment. I'm definitely starting to sit in the coach therapist seat, and I don't want to do that when I'm supposed to be pursuing love with a person, because it definitely becomes work and not love pursuit.
And see, I'm not. I ended my psychological career a long time ago in the middle of college. I changed that major to communication so fast. But what I do think is, like, your emotional mind or your heart is what lights me up. That's what makes me excited to uncover more about you.
Yeah.
And I think it's also because my experience says that Black men don't normally get to show that side. What is required of us in most instances is to be logical. And so, I get to see that everywhere you go. But being able to see your emotional situation, that is just makes my heart flutter.
I get that. And I guess part of me being in my mind about it is like, there's this other thing that we do where we start being vigilant about wanting to see someone's emotional side, to where we're doing things and we're egging it on. Like, okay, you can be open with me. This is a safe space, when really you don't define what a safe space is. It's the experience of the person that defines it. And so I just want to stay away from that thing that leads me to start egging you on to show me emotion, or to figure out I can do something about your emotions because I'm so great at being in that space.
I think that is me, and I think I need to heal it. I do need to heal that, but hearing you explain it that way it applies to me.
Well,
and maybe I need to, you can, if you leave the door open at the bottom, it probably won't overheat as much. we working out technical stuff here, y'all. Okay. Okay. Being attracted to masculinity, sassy or trashy?
I'm gonna just say sassy. I think it's fine. I think it's
Because
totally
you are
fine.
attracted to masculinity.
I am. So
To a degree. I don't think it's trashy for other people. I'm just not attracted to it myself. Like, I want sugar in your tank. I want you to walk in the room and be like, oh, the girls are here.
and I think that's totally fine. I think it's more about being honest about what you like, and if masculinity is what you like, pursue masculinity.
Yes, I do not. I am not. I do think it is unfortunate when people shame you
Absolutely.
for being attracted to or not attracted to something. I do think that is unfortunate. But for me, I would much prefer a pound of sugar in a tank.
I haven't had the experience yet, although I'm willing and kind of want to experience what it's like to date a more feminine man.
You'll love it.
I think I would, but it just hasn't happened to me yet.
You'll love it. I think that there is such a power for me in raging against whatever social construct that says that you need to show up in this way and defining self on your own terms. People do that in many different ways, but when it ventures into mannerism, I just love seeing a man exist in the fullness of whomever he is.
I can see that. What other thing about a feminine man do you love that's makes you so attracted to it?
They douche better.
Okay.
Like you can't be a hard man and to tell me that water done ran clear. There's something about a feminine one of the girls that just tells me that they know how to wrench out a booty hole.
I can imagine it now that you said it. I can imagine that.
Yeah,
sure.
like you can't be all extra masculine and tell me that you go in the bathroom for 10 minutes and come out and all of a sudden you ready to get bent over. That does not compute to me. So not to say that it's impossible, it's just that ain't my experience. And so yes, I love a man because he dishes better, but also because I do think that when you allow yourself to experience the fullness of expression, there are probably other aspects of your life that you've experienced the fullness of and you don't mind expressing.
I'm with that 100%. And it is making me in this moment really consider dating a more feminine man, just to get that experience of what someone else's feminine max looks like. Throat got dry, but anyway, yeah.
I mean, but now I will also say that there are a lot of people that weaponize femininity. They take it to a level where that gives themselves license to be bitchy, and I can't stand a bitchy man.
On the other side of that, there is a thing called benevolent patriarchy. I mean, and it's kind of the same. It's, I want to take care of you. I want to make sure you're provided for in every single way, with the backseat mindset of I'm doing for you because in my mind you are incapable or you are weak or I have to do for you. That's the place I want you to have in my life, so that my place as a provider sits proudly on top of your inability to do it for yourself.
And like feminine men, in my experience, are some of the most independent, self-sufficient men on the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Like they have no issue figuring it out.
Yeah.
And finding their own way through things. And I just had this conversation last night about how I need to heal in myself the space that says that what you are talking about, the space that says that I need to be needed. And I am in real time dealing with that shit.
Is that a space that needs to be healed though, or is that another piece of you that should just be tethered though?
I think it does need to be healed for me and how I express it, because in my head I need to be needed, but in my heart I really want to be desired. I want to be chosen.
I'm so with that.
And the idea that my head wants to find the deficiency in you so I can fix it is something that for me needs to be healed.
I think we all ask, the why am I here in every situation. Not to say that I haven't figured out, so I do relate to, but I guess for me, it's the one part of me that I feel like I can relate to most men by also having that drive. Like, I want to know why I'm here, and if I'm not here, don't call me. If you don't need anything, don't call me. Let me know when I'm needed, and then I'll be happy to show up. Otherwise, I'm cool being by myself. And I don't think that needs to be healed. Again, it's just I'm comfortable with the idea of tethering. I show up when there's reason for me to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like that.
Like for you, it might not need to be healed. Like
Yeah.
for me and my therapist. We are actively working through like
Okay.
clean that up, Jay. You got to clean it up. Okay. Being the provider, Sassy or Trashy? You being the provider.
Me being the provider is very trashy.
Okay. What if another man? What if the person you want wants to be the provider?
I will say, this was another reason why me and the guy before the last guy didn't work. He made me feel super feminine. In the term of he was willing to buy all the things, open all the doors, make sure everything was taken care of before I get there. And for me, it was like my mind is just not set up to think that's okay. I need a part to contribute. So being totally provided for, it really don't work with the way I function.
The reason that one came up is because in a previous episode we reacted to this reel where the guy said, "And when I'm dating somebody, I'm the man, you're the woman," and I think you commented on it.
I saw that reel, and that actually made me think deeper about the whole benevolent patriarchy bit. It's just like, you need to do these things. What's in your mind about that? Why do you have to do these things in comparison to what I'm supposed to be in your life? Like, why is that necessary?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could never be the woman or a man in a man-woman situation because I'm gay as hell. So, like, I like the fact that you a full nigga with full nigga capabilities and all the things, and I need there to be. I in the way that he explained this, the guy we reacted to, and the way he explained it, it just felt like there always had to be an activation. I always had to be on in order to be the man in that situation. And sometimes I want to take a load off.
I get that. That's why I say I'm versed in every way. In every way.
Every time you say that, I want to double tap on it. But okay. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Do you hear the sound, Max?
The show got good.
I thought I was spicy vanilla, but tonight I've learned I'm deep into the extremest end of the kink freak spectrum.
Then it got even better.
He nutted. They asked me if he could pee in me, and I was nervous. What did it feel like? But it felt good.
Live from the back room every Thursday on YouTube.
What up, though? What up, though? The conversations stay lit on Dear Black Gay Men podcast. Hookup, entanglement, situation, relationship, everything from dushing to dating.
A top verb, but I am not a top noun. I am a guru at first dates.
It's new every Wednesday. Subscribe now.
The shirt, like you can see the dip. I ain't there yet where you can see the dip.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to getting there.
Okay. Well, welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men podcast. We are the comment. It's time before we head out. Let's comment on comments. Hit it. We've been having an amazing conversation with Soul.
Yep.
And with Soul, but we do want the comments keep the conversation going through the roof right here on Dear Black Gay Men podcast. If you want to add your piece of the conversation, just go to livestream.dearblackgaymen.com to join us live. We do have a couple comments about that. I want to get your take on, Soul.
Okay, let's do it.
The first one, let's see what the first one is. Okay, we had an upload talking about dating feminine men. And this comment is from a guy that says, yeah, that guy. I have no problem with people being whoever you are or whatever the spectrum is that you are. My personal attraction is a more masculine presenting man. You kind of touched on that, yeah?
Yep. I'm all for it. If that's what you're looking for, go for that.
Okay, but that is low key what you're looking for as well, yeah, ain't it?
Yeah, for sure.
To a degree.
For sure, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that we overhype masculinity in queer culture?
No, I think we misunderstand it.
What do you mean by that?
I think we have this idea and this objective to either identify it or see if it's toxic masculinity or the normal masculinity, or somehow figure out where we sit in it instead of just existing and seeing as this is one part or half of who I am. How do I make my world of masculine and feminine work? We just really focused on what's masculinity and how bad is it?
Okay. For the first time in the show, I'll say I disagree.
Okay.
I do think that we overhype masculinity in our culture because we use it as the measuring stick for so many things. And I I don't exist in the circles that are highly evolved and introspective and self-aware and whatnot. And when I listen to the girls, I mean, I exist in this circle, so let me not, cast aspersions on everybody.
Yeah.
The chat here on DBGM is amazing. But when I go out to the club or when I'm out shooting the shit at brunch, the girls are very, very close-minded as to the levels of femininity that they will accept coming from their man. And luckily enough, I found somebody who loves the pound of sugar I got in my tank. But I do think that our culture is just set up to where masculinity is still glorified as part of the patriarchy.
I think we're saying the same thing, just different sides of it. Because like I said, I think it's a over-analyst of like, how bad is it, or how is it different from toxic masculinity, instead of like how much of it can I enjoy as part of who I am. So there's masculine and feminine in me. How can I enjoy this? Although I know my natural inclination is to be that girl sometimes. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
I just think it's misunderstood, not overhyped.
Okay. Now that you've given that context, I can see how you got there.
Got you.
I still think that the girls, I think there's a conversation that needs to happen in our culture to help us get where you're going.
I got you.
Or get where you are. And I don't know that it's happening enough.
Yeah.
In the pockets of the culture. I think broadly we understand that masculinity is a function of the patriarchy, and everyone has a combination of masculine and feminine energy. I think we kind of know that in our head, but when it boils down to like what our carnal desires, when it boils down to what happens in the bedroom, I think the girls are still looking at how much sugar in your tank, and how, if your nails are painted, and and how tight your clothes are. Like I think that is the unfortunate part about the expression of masculine attraction in our culture.
I can see that.
All right, this comment says, I got another one. This comment, we only have two, is longer. Stop lying. Well, same upload, but D&D Stories on YouTube says, growing up, I didn't think I was femme, but after middle school, I quickly learned what that meant and how to adapt. But as I grow older, I realized there is nothing wrong with the sugar and spice and everything nice. I asked my partner, who is masculine, one day if he regrets being with me because I'm not masculine, and he could have easily found another masculine man to be with, but he told me no. He doesn't regret anything and wouldn't change a thing about me. I think when you find true love, accept your partner for who they are, even their imperfections. Now, I think this is a beautiful love story.
Yeah.
It's a amazing love story, and I want that for everybody. I would just the only part about it that made my eyebrows go up as I was reading is the idea that femininity is an imperfection.
I would say that I guess my curiosity goes up more so what was his mind frame, and how did he come to the part where like, oh yeah, no, I don't regret it, one, and then two, being so accepting of this person being feminine and looking at it as like the thing he didn't regret, that being a topic about regret being a thing. That's kind of where my curiosity landed.
Like I had this conversation with someone very, very close to me, and in the conversation we uncovered, he expresses feminine, wears makeup, feminine clothes sometimes, the whole nine. Very attractive dude. But he existed in a space where he expresses in spite of the fact that he's feminine, as if it is a mark against him. And so he used his expression, feminine, clothes, makeup, perfection, all the things, as kind of this armor to shield who was underneath. And what I asked him when we uncovered that is, what would it look like if you were you, not in spite of all of these things, but because of all of these things? What would it look like if you attracted a love, a partnership, a friendship that affirmed all the things that you are affirmed all the things you're using as armor?
Yeah.
That has been, a months-long conversation. But I think that more of us in our culture, I don't know that queer culture makes it easy for people to express these very unique versions of themselves. Because I think a lot of us want homogeneity. A lot of us want everything to look the same.
Yeah, because it's comfortable, for sure. And I think what you said in that moment to this person speaks to what I was saying tonight. about like when you know what your purpose is, you strategically find place to show up as yourself because one, you know someone is looking for you. But then that is I think the divine edge we all have. Like when it comes to who God make more creative, it's us.
It is
So your full
absolutely
expression
us.
of self should be, okay, let me do God the honor of just being my full self
Let
when
me
I
do
can.
God, let me do God the honor of just
Absolutely.
being in my full self.
Yeah, being my full self when I can. Absolutely.
Do you know you be dropping these nuggets, these gems?
No. I mean,
You just be saying stuff?
I
You
mean,
just be telling your thoughts?
Right. I'm just going
You
through my
be
thoughts.
out loud overthinking?
Yeah, that's what I do. Out loud overthinking. That's what I do.
You need to write this shit down, friend. You need to put out a book. Whenever Soul Style puts out a book, it's gonna be on these shelves, and I'm gonna have you back.
I appreciate it.
I'm manifesting that on your behalf.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, teammates. So we at the top of the show we were late because we went live in the after show and not in the regular show, and so it was just us and Rolando sitting in the chat. So we unfortunately that means we don't have an after show tonight, but. I want to thank you, Soul Style.
Thank you
for joining us. This is first podcast, y'all. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay, teammates. For everyone else, that was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. I want to thank my guest, Soul Style. His socials are in the description. You can follow him on IG and TikTok, where I found him. And hopefully, he'll be releasing some more TikToks soon. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll be right back here with another episode of Dear Black Gay Men Podcast on Thursday, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I want to thank you all for rocking with us. I appreciate you more than I can ever express, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.